Mr. Creed,
That's
Sabretooth.
I couldn't think. I knew
First
it. That's the one I knew.
appearance, Iron Fist number 14 in August of 1977. That's right. Much like his rival Wolverine, he did not first appear in an X-Men comic.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, so he first appeared in Iron Fist, which is okay. Anyway.
Yeah, still created by Chris Claremont, though. Anyway, hey guys, you know who it is, what's going on, what is happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent Big Ugly himself, Omari Ellis Feo Grande on YouTube, sometimes referred to as Peter on this show, here with another episode of the Whatever We Want podcast. And as usual, I am joined by my running mate, my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, he who bears watching, Super Jazz.
Am I the one who watches Bears, or do I bear watching? Or when I watch things, do I get bear and
maybe
then watch?
you're a bear that is watching other people.
Or do I take things like clocks that you wear on your wrist down to their full simplest essentials, and then that is my thing?
That'd be bears watches.
I knew I was making this stupid, but the fact that you came back with
bears watches.
You lost me on that one.
The fact that you came back with a smart answer made it even stupider. Anyway, yes, everybody. Yes, I go by the name of Jazz, Super Jazz, SJJT, whatever you want, what have you, and the like. And as always, this is another episode of the Whatever We Want podcast, where I'm already getting a little started. But as I say, we do not lead this conversation. This conversation leads us. We talk about whatever we want, and we let these chips fall where they may.
Every Wednesday, and this Wednesday we once again are joined by a good friend of the show, brother of the Super Jazz, the man they call Tucker, Ibn.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Ibn. If you couldn't tell, like I said last week, I look like somebody on this podcast. Well, no, excuse me. He looks like me. He looks like me because I'm older than him.
I'm Jazz's brother. That much like you.
It'd be crazy if he did, right? You know.
I'm gonna make the same joke if he is.
But no, it would already with the brother of Super Jazz.
Right. No, but I'm Super Jazz's brother. I'm his older brother, so and I'm Pete's other best friend, and we've known each other for almost 30 years, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, so it is almost 30 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ain't it crazy how you could meet somebody when you young as hell and not even be thinking about the future, and the next thing you know, you fast forward like a few decades and it's like, damn, we still in each other's lives.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I've been fortunate enough to have that with like more people than most people normally have that with.
And consistently seeing you and shit too is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 podcasts where I get to talk to my friends weekly. Like that.
Oh, you consider me a friend? No, it would be crazy if I didn't realize we were friends until now. Like, what the fuck did you think this was?
What? where the hell you been, nigga? My man said, "Fuck this shit."
Fuck you. That's funny.
He said, "Fuck you too." That's funny. Oh shit.
Yeah, so we do that. We do talk about whatever we want. So I know last week we had you talk about whatever you wanted. We spent a lot of time talking about football.
Which was fine.
We want to talk about today. Anybody got something?
So there is a certain type of episode on Whatever We Want that we have not done in a while, that after a while I kind of we deemed the guided episode, where we talk about whatever we want, but every now and then we have a little bit of something to give the non-structure some structure, so we can go ahead and talk about whatever we want within the guise of said thing. So if I can make it work, here we go. All right. You spend a little more time on Reddit than I believe out of the 3 of us, Ibn, but there is a certain subsect of Reddit that has gotten pretty famous called "Am I the Asshole?"
Oh yeah.
And I thought that it
Okay,
was
but
fun.
before you go on,
Go ahead.
a lot of people on there say that some of those stories are fake. A lot of people say
Eh,
some of those stories are fake because,
I wouldn't be
I can
surprised.
see it.
I wouldn't be
I can
surprised.
see it because some of those stories do seem a little unbelievable.
A little
So
like, yo. But yeah, so they have something called Am I the Asshole, or the abbreviation of AITA. And basically it's a subsection on Reddit where people go on, and if there's a certain situation in their life where they're not sure what the outcome should be or how they should be treated, or if their reaction or the other people's reaction involved was justified, then they basically go to the one place where you should ask all your problems, the internet. And they say, am I the asshole for whatever the situation? So I thought it might be a little fun if we did an am I the asshole, and then we just read some of these people's scenarios, and then we can give our judgment. So we can go for the first one.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my friend's mom she is trying to get pregnant? What in the fuck? This is the first one I clicked on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm 21. My friend is 20. We have been friends for 10 years. Our family's very close. All right. Is this us? No, I'm joking. We're not 21 and 20. She tends to fall in love with every guy she dates and tends to become toxic. She would date any guy who gives her attention, and her relationships don't tend to last very long, oftentimes with her being far more into the relationship than the guy. Okay. She ended up meeting this guy online like 5 months ago. He lives like 3 hours away. He's 27, lives with his mom, and honestly is a loser. God damn. But you're not putting judgment on shit. Okay. She drives to see him every couple weeks. Okay. We were hanging out last week, and she mentioned that she had gotten her period. I said that sucks, and she said, you have no idea. Boyfriend and I are trying to have a baby. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? And she goes into this elaborate fantasy about how they are going to live with his mom to save money to buy a house while she is pregnant. And they are going to get married, and how bad his mom wants grandkids. I go over the million reasons this is a horrible idea with her, and she had a reply for everything and didn't want to hear it. Now, she also lives at home, and it's her mom's car that she drives to see him. So I ended up telling her mom and her ended up getting into it, and her mom took the car away. I didn't want to tell on her, but I also couldn't just let her do it. So is she the asshole for basically telling her mom that her friend wanted to get pregnant in this scenario?
yes,
So
because
the
that's
girl,
none of her fucking
the
business.
girl. So you're saying that the friend of the girl with the boyfriend, who's 27 and is a quote unquote loser, but you're saying the friend is an asshole for telling the girl's mom that the
Well,
girl's trying to get
no.
pregnant.
Let me. Well, she is and she isn't. She is because it's none of her business.
Yeah,
Because
I
that
give
should be
you.
between her, her and her mother. But she also is not because her mother needs to know what the hell she's doing to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where some people say, like, if you caught if you caught like one of your close friends cheating or getting cheated on, do you tell them? Because partly it's not necessarily your business, but at the same time it's infidelity, and you don't want your friend to be part of anything like that. So it's just it's the whole thing of, like you said,
Yeah.
it ain't none of your business, but your
Yeah.
friend is kind of making a bad decision because she's making the decision that we're going to stay in his mom's place while I'm pregnant. If that happens, it happens. But to
Yeah.
make that decision doesn't sound it sounds kind of ill-advised.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with that too, though. Like what did she say that she was using the mom or to?
She never said anything that made it seem like anybody was using anybody.
well then I'm not gonna say that. Well, she's an asshole. Then she's an asshole because you don't know the whole story. Then yeah, you don't know the whole story. That's my thing.
True.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you
they're
don't know the whole
best
story.
friends, so she probably knows more of the story than she probably
Or let me not say she's an asshole. Let me say we need more information. There you go. We need more information.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
take it. We need more information. I'm not
But
gonna
on the
say
sole
we need more
premise of
information.
mind your business.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but we can't. But we really can't say if we can't say for real. I think we can't say for real because we need more info.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm just saying but
Yeah. Because I kind of feel like I said, it just sounds like I said, if it happens where you are, staying with one of y'all's mothers in the place, whatever, who cares? But to make that the point, this is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna say it seems a little ill-advised, especially at such a young age. But who knows?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before you go in, I'm watching ESPN, and there's a college basketball player. His name is Sir Jabari.
That's his first name.
Sir apostrophe Jabari.
huh.
That's fun.
Okay, I just want to say.
Fair enough.
Am I the asshole for telling my daughter she was acting like an idiot? Probably not. Well, I mean,
what did she say? She wanted to get pregnant by some loser and live with?
Right? That motherfucker said she's 21 and honestly 27 and honestly a loser. I'm like, damn. But I mean, shit. Like, depending
I'm
on
just
how
saying,
hard,
is this the other girl's mom?
no, you're right. Depending on the situation, probably not. Because sometimes you act like an idiot.
Yeah. If anyone's gonna tell you, it should be your parents.
Right. I take and bring my daughter, 17 female, well, daughter. But I take and bring my daughter, 17, back from school every day. A few days ago, I went to pick her up, and she was sitting in front of the school while no one else was there. It was a very cold day. She was shivering. I asked her why she is alone, and she said the school was closed 2 hours ago, and everyone else went home. What the fuck are you doing? I was so angry. I asked her why she didn't call me, and her only excuse was that I didn't think you would come. What is going on in your house? For her to say that? I told her she was acting like an idiot, and that of course I would come. She called me an asshole and is refusing to talk to me. Okay, she's just being 17. You're not an asshole.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I didn't call you.
Yeah, but there could be a reason behind that. Why she didn't call? We don't know.
I mean, I give you that, but based
her
off
her mom could be
abusive
neglectful,
or something like that.
Abusive, neglectful. We don't know.
This is true.
That
based off of the information.
There's a lot of. I'm gonna assume like 90% of these are gonna be in the category of we need more information.
Yeah, some of these are. Yeah.
So. Just assuming that we're going to need more information over just using the information we got, which don't say nothing about the neglectfulness, because you are right. Because you could be like, well, you normally don't come. But we don't know that. We just have to assume that the mom will come all the time.
After you punched me in the face the other day and, hit me.
Yeah, based on the information we have, the parent is not an asshole. But yes,
based off the information
obviously anything could be going on when you get two sides of the story.
Right. She might not want to come home.
Yeah.
Or she might be right that she might not come at all. Let's get her. So yeah. What?
Okay. The title of this one. Oh shit. Okay, this is a pretty long one, but the title. Am I the asshole for refusing to take a DNA test to confirm my fiance and I are not related because I'm uncomfortable sharing my DNA with big business?
Talking about like 23andMe?
I guess, but what?
Well, just to find out that they're not related at all, because they might be related. Like maybe they got big families, and they're scared that they might be related, but they don't want to do the test because they don't want to give their DNA to big business.
Yeah. But it's just like that is such a fucking like where do we go from here ass fucking title.
I thought it was gonna be because I didn't want to take a DNA test. It turned out that I'm 100%
100% that
bad
bitch.
bitch.
So my 27 male fiance is a wait. Why they got 27 male, 27? Okay, that's a little confusing because it got 27M. So my 27M fiance 26F is adopted. Why would they put those back to back?
He's 27, she's 26.
Oh, okay. Putting that back to back like that was confusing. Okay. So my fiance is adopted. She was adopted at birth and hasn't had any. It's a long one, so hasn't had any contact with her birth family. She read an article a few months ago about a married couple who were both adopted and found out they were biological siblings 6 years into their marriage. Ugh. Now she worries that might be us, even though I was not adopted. I've explained to her over and over again that my parents have been faithful to each other, so there is no way we are siblings. She still wants us to get tested in case there is an uncle or other relative of mine that slept around. She knows her birth mother was a prostitute and our families lived in the same major city. What the fuck? Okay.
Take the
I
damn
think
DNA test.
I think she's being ridiculous. I don't want to waste $200 on us getting tested. I don't want to have my DNA sitting in some database where it can be hacked into. I also don't want my data sitting on a website where anyone connected to my tree, quote unquote, can find me. It weirds me out. I told her I wasn't comfortable with her getting tested either. Now, who gives a fuck if she does? That's her body. I wasn't comfortable her getting tested either because who knows what skeletons her biological family has in the closet. I don't want her to find out she's related to bad people and then be upset. I also don't want half of my future kids' genetic makeup sitting in some quote unquote confidential corporate database. I told her all of this, but she still brings it up. I may have crossed a line today when I told her she was being disrespectful of my family by indicating one of them may have abandoned their child. This shit is fucking spiraling for this couple. She started crying and left.
Man,
She's not.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were done.
No, she started crying and left. She's not answering any of my phone calls or texts, and her sister is calling me an asshole for saying mean things about her biological family. As far as I'm concerned, they abandoned her, so they are dead to me, and I don't owe them any respect. On the other hand, they are genetically related to her, so maybe by proxy, I'm calling her a deadbeat too. Holy shit. I still don't want either of us to do the test, but I have a feeling this isn't going to blow over. So am I the asshole if I continue standing firm and refuse to get tested?
Both
It's
y'all
not gonna blow
motherfuckers
over.
is too. Both of y'all motherfuckers is too paranoid. First off,
I thought that from like the first paragraph. What you said,
that said, as someone who has a whole last name that he's never going to date because of a possible chance of relation because of how big my mom's side of the family is, I will tell you that if the paranoia, if there's enough cause for we need to get a DNA test, I'm probably going to want that DNA test.
I'm
gonna say no, man. I'm gonna say no. Like, but you were right. Both of them paranoid. But I'm gonna say no because like
the hacking into my DNA. What?
Man.
What are we talking about?
I'm gonna say no because his fiance is being weird, man.
They're both being
the
weird.
Fuck is that?
Yeah,
but she's being extremely weird. Why the fuck do you think y'all related?
Because she's adopted and she literally just saw proof that two people could have no reason to think they're related and end up being related because one of them was fucking adopted. So and even if they're not siblings, they, like she said, they could be cousins, they could be anything. She wants to make sure, as someone who's adopted, I think that's a valid reason to want a DNA test. Do I think everybody adopted should be that paranoid? No. But like I said, I could see a valid reason for at least wanting the test. The other guy being like, oh, my DNA's in a database that could be hacked into. Nigga, how are they going to hack into your DNA? Who's downloading your DNA off the internet?
I have heard that people were talking about like your DNA could be used on other things, like if you're trying to get insurance, like they'll use it to deny you insurance and shit like that. So they can,
Well,
and it can be sitting somewhere, and they'll use it again. They can use it against you if they want to. So I can see his little thing, but
this is my thing, right?
yeah.
When he said, "I have a feeling it's not gonna blow over," this is not gonna blow over.
No,
It's not.
Oh no.
This shit,
No.
y'all are going up. Y'all are engaged, right? Y'all gonna be married eventually. However long y'all were together beforehand, y'all about to be married. So y'all didn't know this. Some shit blows over. Like, why didn't you take the trash out? Or you said that you were gonna get the flat in the car fixed and you didn't, so I did it myself. This shit ain't gonna fucking blow over, bro. It's not. Y'all gotta figure this one out. I will say that whatever he wants to do with his testing, I mean, unfortunately, him getting tested does affect her, but I don't think it's fair for him to say you shouldn't get tested either.
yeah.
Because if you want autonomy over your body, she should get autonomy over her body also. So if she
Yeah,
gets
even
tested,
if she wants to just find out who her family is.
yeah, she might be fucking related to terrible fucking people, but that's
She
for
wants to
her
know.
to find the fuck out who she's related to and who her parents are. And I don't want half of my future kids. Well, I mean, it's her body right now. The future kids, unfortunately, have no say, but they also not here yet. What I'm saying is, if you don't want to get tested and she can't tell you to, if she wants to get tested, you shouldn't be able to tell her not. Y'all should be able to do whatever y'all want as far as y'all testing. Now, is he an asshole for standing firm to not get tested? I will say that he is not an asshole. He may be saying some asshole shit in these conversations we don't hear.
The whole phrasing of "Am I the asshole?" seems like
I don't think
people
he's an
going a
asshole
little
for
too
not
harsh
wanting
on
to
these
get tested.
things.
I don't think he's an asshole for not wanting to get tested, but I'll flip it and say that he is a little bit of like being a butt face for saying that she shouldn't. That's her body.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah. But she's. I mean, they're both being weird, but she is, in my opinion, being weird for thinking that they're related somehow.
I'm like I said, I'm with Pete. Based off of the first two paragraphs, my first thought was both of y'all are paranoid as shit. And my thought was, if y'all don't figure this shit out, this whole relationship is gonna end. That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Mhm.
Am I the asshole for not calling my son on his birthday? My son Adam, 30 male, had his birthday 2 weeks ago and was on vacation with his girlfriend Clara to celebrate. He doesn't live in the same state as us, so each year my wife and I call him and mail a box with a few presents and a card inside.
Wait. I'm sorry. Can you read it again? Because I missed that first part. Say it again.
My son Adam is a 30 male, had his birthday 2 weeks ago and was on vacation with his girlfriend Clara to celebrate.
Okay.
He doesn't live in the same state as us, so each year my wife and I call him and mail a box with a few presents and a card inside. Last year, he was also on vacation for his birthday, and when we called, he didn't have much time to talk. He appreciated us calling, but said he wished we would have called in the morning so that we weren't interrupting his vacation to chat. Depends on how shitty you said it. If you said it kind of cool, it ain't bad. If you said it shitty, my wife especially was hurt by that, but never brought it up again. And I figured we were an inconvenience for him. We just wouldn't call. This year, since we knew he would be on vacation again, my wife and I decided we wouldn't bother him and he could call us when he had time. We all sent him happy birthday texts in the family group chat, and that was it. However, we hadn't heard from him since his birthday, and so I talked to his sisters, 26, 26, and 28, to see if they had heard from him. Apparently, they all called on his birthday on top of sending texts, so he's really hurt that his mom and I didn't call. He's also mad because apparently a text isn't good enough. I tried calling him to talk about it, but he's been declining them and ignoring my texts. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. So am I the asshole or is he overreacting? He's overreacting. You're not a fucking asshole.
He's overreacting.
He's a 30-year-old fucking male. And first of all, you called him the year before and he said, I wish you wouldn't have called. in the middle of my vacation to interrupt my vacation time. So next year, you were like, well, I ain't gonna call you. It'd be one thing, yeah, they could have just not even acknowledged his birthday in the first fucking place.
Right.
But they at least sent him a text. But since his sisters also called, the text wasn't good enough. So now he's been declining their calls.
No,
Just because you're 30 years old.
He's being well, not ungrateful, but like you said, he needs to grow up. So he's being the asshole.
Yeah.
So.
All right, here's one that seems like, based off of a sentence or two that I read, it starts off kind of innocuous, but then blossoms into some what the hell shit. Am I the asshole for letting my son operate the self-checkout? I took my son with me to the grocery store today. He is 7. I'm a big believer in learning by doing. I like to give my son as interactive a role in things as possible. And if he wants to do something himself, I always at least let him try unless it's unsafe. So far, this sounds like good parenting. We'll see where this goes wrong. Okay.
Is that's you saying that?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying based off of that first paragraph,
So far
it sounds like good parenting.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, picking back up. When we got to the self-checkout, he confidently told me he could do it by himself, so I let him. There are about 10 self-checkouts and one line for all the machines, so people don't line up behind individual machines. He was a lot slower than I would have been, but he managed to do it all with my supervision, even the produce. As we started to wheel away, a woman walked up and slammed her grocery basket on the counter. She said, "Thanks for doing that as slow as possible, asshole." I thought that was incredibly rude and uncalled for. Some people are slower than others. It is what it is. There were several other machines being used and freed up, so we can't have made that big an impact on her wait time. And that's it. No,
Fuck
you're
that
not.
bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
It's a 7-year-old boy, bitch. Really? It's a
Well,
7-year-old
teach your kid how to do it. Even if you are mad, that's not something you actually say. You know what's happening. You're like, God damn it, why did I have to get behind this person? But you don't need to actually say anything to them. You know what's happening.
Right,
It's like she's teaching her kid.
Right, and even then,
bitch.
just wait for the other ones. God damn, chill.
Yeah. She said there were other open machines.
Yeah, bitch. The fuck?
There's 10 machines. You're mad about one of them. Dumb bitch.
I'll tell her bitch. I'll probably knowing me nowadays, I'll probably talk back to her bitch ass. The fuck? We probably getting into it. We probably be getting into it.
Yeah, I remember years ago when I used to take public transportation before I like I don't think I was driving just yet. I'm taking public transportation, taking the bus and all that shit to where I had to go, work and whatever the fuck else. I'm coming home late one night from work and shit, and I'm on the bus, and of course it's taking a minute because wheelchairs and whatnot. And I remember somebody on the phone because when you pick up a wheelchair, I think it's kind
okay.
of
Hold on, Pete. What are you doing, man?
I'm listening. Picked up a wheelchair.
But why you making all them faces though?
He does that all the time. It ain't no big deal. You see, I'm not even flinching.
Sorry.
Okay.
But no,
I'm listening though.
When you pick up a wheelchair, it might be a little more like universal, well, not universal, but like a little more of like a national type thing. But that's just, at least in St. Louis, they call it kneeling buses, and because it takes a second. When the wheelchair comes, the bus has to stop, then it has to depressurize to go down to the curb. Then this like platform shoots out, the wheelchair gets on it. Sometimes they strap themselves in or at least hit the brake. Then they got to go. They have to lift the seat up where the people were on, strap them in while they ride. Then when you get off, you got to unbuckle, go back, go off the platform, all this shit. I remember, like you said, like you said, you don't say that shit.
Yeah.
I remember riding, and of course, whether you're in a hurry or not, sometimes you're like, dang, there's a wheelchair. Sometimes you're like, whatever. Oh, shit.
What happened?
All right, one of
Picture
my
fell. Picture just decided to
one of
jump
my
off the
pictures fell
wall.
off the tag. Scared the shit out of me. Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me.
Did it break?
Well then,
Did it break?
Ice-T tried to kill me. Ice-T tried to kill me, huh?
That's awesome. Got an autographed Ice-T.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Casual flex over here.
Anyway. No, so it's like what P said, like however you feel about certain shit, just don't say it. I remember one time we I'm coming home. We picking up a wheelchair. Like I said, it takes a minute to get them on and off, whatever. I remember this woman said loud as shit, dang, I know I'm so tired of waiting for all these wheelchairs.
Did anybody say something to her?
No, not
You
that I heard.
can't
Okay.
say that. You can
No, you
feel
can't,
it,
man.
but you can't
You
say
can feel
that.
it. Right.
No.
Right.
Like, because sometimes you're on your way to work and then there happens to be a wheelchair at the bus stop. You're like, now I'm gonna be late. But you can't
Mhm.
blame the wheelchair person. It's not their fault they're in a wheelchair that you know
Yeah, yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Like to your knowledge, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's just damn bad roll of the dice. Let me call work
Yeah.
and tell them I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, man. Just like the person in the wheelchair didn't. I'm very certain that person in the wheelchair does not want to be in that motherfucker.
Right.
So
Yeah.
imagine how you feel because you have to wait a little longer for them. Imagine how they feel because that's their life. Like, shut the fuck up. So no, that woman is not an asshole. If there were several, now I will say sometimes if it's like clearly a lot of people are waiting and there's only one lane and she held everybody up to teach her kid, maybe pick a different time. But like you said, it's a whole bunch of different lanes open, bitch. Shut up. Like
even if it's not any, even there aren't any lanes open, you still don't say that to the people. And then you don't say it to people and then not expect something to happen to you.
especially
Not
in
you
front of
and don't expect somebody to jaw back at your ass at least.
Right?
especially in front of that little boy too, man. I hope that little boy
Yeah,
didn't.
man. The fuck?
All right.
Rude ass, rude bitch.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to help with brother-in-law anymore? Okay. So this has been happening for years and I am so fed up. My brother-in-law, 25, simply cannot handle money. Some people can't. He earns it with frequently changing jobs as he cannot seem to stay in one occupation longer than 3 months. Then he is quote unquote sick and of course ends up losing the job. Seems not to be my problem. Well, it keeps becoming my problem. Over the years, he kept quote unquote forgetting his purse. These are British people. And then asked, or at least like UK. That's what I'm saying, UK, because they talk about euros and shit later. He kept forgetting his purse and then asked me, my husband, his grandmother, or my mother-in-law for money. At one point, he talked my husband into ordering him an expensive wheelbase via our PayPal, as he doesn't have one of his own, only to end up paying only 150 euro of the 800. What the fuck? So he asked them to order them an expensive shit and only paid 150 of the 800 total. 10 months ago, my husband, 29, of 7 years, and I, 30, welcomed our first child, and obviously money is tight for us, as well due to me not being able to work at the moment. Will change in April though, and the ongoing global financial crisis. Now he also had his first child with his girlfriend in December. Holy shit! Okay, which I am so happy about. She's such a sweet baby, and still he wasn't able to suck it up and keep his job. He finally has a new one now, 2 months later, but now again, he came around to ask us for money until his first wage comes in. Am I the asshole for putting my foot down and saying no to that? I feel very bad for the child. On the other hand, I have a child of my own to worry about, and to be honest, I just cannot do that anymore. Advice? Not an asshole.
No, you're not an asshole at all.
Not at all.
Dude needs to get somewhere.
I
Dude
If this
needs to work.
dude, If this dude is just
He needs to
floundering,
work.
jumping from job to 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 job, and not holding on to money worth shit, and then always finding an excuse to not keep a job or nothing like that, and then y'all had
And
a
always
kid,
keeps asking for money.
yeah, and then y'all had a kid, and then a little bit later he has a kid, but he knows y'all got a kid, and he still ain't got no problem asking you for money again. No, man. Eventually, you have to just say, "Yo, you family, I love you, but no."
Right. And yeah, he keeps asking for money too, right? That she said that, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. She said
Yeah.
she was like, "Am I
So
the asshole for putting my foot down and saying no this time because he still asked?"
Mhm.
yeah, fuck
I
that, man.
agree.
Get a
Not an
fucking
asshole.
job. Keep a job, nigga. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you got a fucking child, man. Granted, neither of us have children, but still, you know what I mean.
But you still know that goes without saying. Even if you don't
Mm.
have
It's all the
kids, you
more reason
know
to
that
keep
you
your
need a
job.
job. Right. Right.
Because a lot of people do shitty ass jobs that they don't like because it's
Exactly.
stable. It's stable like financially for their children, right?
Mhm.
All the more reason not to have one.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
Oh man,
I ain't trying to have kids right now.
not at the moment, but well, for me, not at the moment, but we'll see.
I ain't trying to have them at all. I'm trying to have them at all.
That's why I said that's for me. All right.
Me neither.
Am I the asshole for taking back my ring? So this is a pretty low stakes argument, but me, female 27, and my sister, 24, are at an impasse. That's how you spell impasse?
IMPASSE.
I didn't know it was an E at the end of this shit.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, I'll be there. When we were kids, we inherited a ring from our great grandmother. I don't know anything about jewelry terms / designs, but mine has 5 oval rubies in a row, and my sister was one solitaire. Okay.
Hmm.
Since then they haven't ever really been worn to the point that I often forgot they existed. Occasionally they came out and we tried them on for fun, but they're expensive enough we weren't allowed to wear them every day. Okay. Currently, my sister lives with our parents, and I live on my own a couple hours away. Sometime last week, the rings made a reappearance. And what is this making a reappearance? What am I missing here?
No idea.
We might have to do another one. I don't know. I don't know what she means. Talking about the rings made a reappearance and then they go away and shit. Am I missing something?
I don't think so. I think it's
She said,
just weird.
all right, well, I'll finish it. I don't know if I get it. Sometime last week, the ring made a reappearance, and my sister sent me a picture of her wearing my ring. Our text conversation was literally, "Is that my ring? Haha, yeah, I'm getting mine resized so I can finally wear it." I did not care that she was wearing it at the time, but it did occur to me to get it when I next visited them and bring it back to my house. So I arrived at our parents yesterday, and this morning saw the ring box where my ring lives, but it was empty. When I asked my mom about it, she said that sis was still wearing it. She was at work at the time. When she came back, I asked for my ring a couple times, and she said I could have it back, but didn't actually give it to me. No biggie. I wasn't going to give up. This is long as shit. I just asked for it again. Yeah, this is like this. Yeah, I just asked for it again, and she asked if I was going to wear it. I said I was, and she pointed out that the only reason I wanted it was because she was wearing it, and that if she hadn't been, I probably wouldn't care at all.
It's
And
your
she's
fucking
right.
ring.
And she's right. I had completely forgotten about it. Her argument, I don't wear jewelry much, if at all, so she should be able to wear it until hers is resized, since that way it gets worn. Our mom sort of agrees with her and says it should stay at their house anyway, since it will never get used in mine and might even go missing amongst my stuff. She says I've got stuff everywhere, which is only slightly true. My argument, it's my ring, so who cares what I do with it? And in any case, I do really like it and want to wear it more, which I can't do while it's at our parents' house. On the other hand, I love my sister and don't really mind if she wears it as long as I get it back and she doesn't keep it. She likes mine more than hers. Edit. So edit is like after it's been up, the original poster edit some shit. So edit. I think this last line might be giving the wrong impression. There's absolutely no chance that she would have ever actually stolen it or kept it from me when asked. If that was in any way a possibility, I wouldn't feel guilty or like an asshole in the slightest. Am I the asshole for taking it back for petty reasons and not letting my sister borrow it for a few weeks?
No,
We went
it's your
around the
shit.
world for that one. We went around the
Because
world for that.
if you were doing no, she's not an asshole because same thing
No.
happened to me. If Jazz is doing something like that, and he's like, "Well, you ain't wearing it, man. You ain't worn it a minute, so let me keep it." I'd be like, "Dude, it's my shit. Give it here."
At the end of the day,
I had every right to say that.
at the end of the day,
So.
it doesn't matter what she does with her ring, because if she could say, "Is my ring? I want to take this mug and put it in the back of my drawer." It's her ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's not an asshole for saying that's mine.
She could say, "I want to take this ring and shove it up my ass." She can do that.
Don't tell nobody you did that with your great grandma ring though. Don't. She might be able to do that. Don't tell me you did that shit.
Yeah, I agree. Don't tell nobody that. But the bottom line is, it's her ring.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I said we went around the world for that one though. That motherfucker was writing some long ass shit just to be like, "Am I an asshole for my ring?" Like,
all right. Before you go on, are you gonna do the whole thing like this?
Like what?
You gonna do the whole thing with the "Am I the asshole"?
Yeah,
The
why?
guided episode. That was the idea that he had behind it.
Why you not feeling
okay.
it?
I didn't know you were gonna do this. I didn't know
You getting your Ice Spice on? You thought I was feeling you? Anyway,
I don't know.
you don't know who Ice Spice is?
He wouldn't know. Jazz.
No, but I said, you know.
Yeah, I don't listen to her. It's a female rapper, man. She's in her early 20s. You're not missing out. It ain't for you. It's her early 20s. She's in her early 20s, man. She's a rapper. Whatever.
Like what she say, you do something that nigga a munch. You said he ate it for lunch, something like that. Anyway,
I don't listen to her.
She's British too, I think. I think she's British. I could be wrong.
She's American.
Oh, okay. I thought she was British.
You thought because she was Spice, she was British because like
no. I thought she was British because she did that drill style, and the drill style started in the UK.
Drill started drill started in Chicago, Jeff.
No, drill started in Chicago. I'm wrong as a motherfucker.
What's drill?
I'm talking out my ass like a bitch.
It's a subgenre of hip hop.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Chief Keef?
I've heard of, don't know any of their music.
Okay, you know that song, "That's That Shit I Don't Like." A fuck nigga, that's that shit I don't like. A snitch nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Bang bang. You never heard that?
No.
Oh damn. Okay.
But that sounds like some shit I don't like.
You might not like it. I like it.
I don't know. Chief Keef maybe got I don't know.
He's from Chicago, and it started. He's one of the pioneers of that form of hip hop. It's called drill. So
gotcha. I haven't heard anybody talking about drill.
It's mainly the shit talking about selling drugs and killing niggas and shit like that. So and they always rapping about the ops and like you the ops and
they're the ones who started that whole ops shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it started in Chicago.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fair. All right. I since I guess Ibn was starting to get a little bored. I looked up the best "Am I the Assholes," and now we can see about which finding a good one out of these. Because I wasn't necessarily getting bored, but we'll see. All right. I just got married last week. My wife and I are both in our 30s. I am Mexican and she is American. But we both grew up in the US and both our families know both languages. That's actually really cool. My wife planned every bit of the wedding. and was a very controlling and nervous bride, but all right, I get that she was stressed. During the reception, I went to the band and asked them to play a song for me to sing to my wife. It was Te Amer by Miguel Bose. Okay. Te Amer by Miguel Bose, whatever. It was the song from our first date in a really bad Mexican restaurant. So it became a long-standing joke between us. The guests really loved the song. My mother-in-law cried and told me it was beautiful, but my bride seemed upset. I asked her what was wrong, and she said, I am an asshole for taking the spotlight to enforce my ethnicity and not just letting the band sing our song for us. Am I the asshole? That took a turn. What?
Wait. The band sang the song, right?
Yeah, okay, so his he says his wife was a controlling and nervous bride during the wedding, but he's like, whatever. She was stressed, so I get why she planned it all. Whatever. Okay, cool. During the reception, I went to the band and asked them to play a song for me to sing to my new wife.
Okay.
And it was whatever the song is. He said it was from their first date in a bad Mexican restaurant, so it became a long-standing joke. He said everybody loved the song, even his mother-in-law, which was his wife's mom, cried and said it was beautiful, but his bride seemed upset. And this is where it took a turn. I asked her what was wrong, and she said, I am an asshole for taking the spotlight to enforce my ethnicity and not just letting the band sing our song for us. So for him singing the song instead of letting the band play it. So she would have been cool with the song being played.
He sang the song.
Yeah.
He asked the band to play a song.
No, he decided to sing a song to his wife that was a song from their first date. How dare he?
But the thing that's crazy is she's
she's racist with the whole ethnicity thing. But no, obviously he's not an asshole. Exactly. Obviously he's not an asshole. She's just being a bitch. Not so much. It had nothing to do with his ethnicity. It had to do with the fact that the spotlight was on him at all and not her. That's what it was.
She's being a racist bitch.
She used racism as an excuse for her being a fucking bitch.
But I do agree with Pete. It's you just the fact that the spotlight was on you in general, right?
Yeah, it had nothing to do. You could have sang a song like fucking the most English song I've ever been up there, sing like Jesse Powell's "You" and just fucking hit every note perfectly, and she'd be like, "How dare you upstage me at my wedding?"
Because that's what I'm saying. It's not that you didn't want the song to be played, and not just let the band sing our song for us. So the fact that I sang it, but not that it was played, really, that was a
I don't know. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's grounds for immediate divorce.
I was kind of thinking like, don't get divorced.
That's a red flag.
Those papers.
That's a red flag.
Don't sign those papers.
I was thinking don't get divorced, but that is a red flag, because what makes it even more of a red flag is not that she had a problem with the spotlight, but the fact that she brought up his ethnicity out of nowhere. That was weird.
But both families know both languages.
Right.
So it started off beautiful.
Right.
Like, oh shit.
It's literally the spotlight thing.
That's weird.
Like I said, he could have sang a song in English and she'd still be mad.
Motherfucker could have sang the national anthem.
Literally just America, America. How dare you? It's my day, damn it. Yeah, it's my day, damn it.
That's why if I was to ever get married, I'm already a low-key dude. So if I was to ever get married, which I don't plan on doing, but if I was to, it'd just be me and her and a witness at the courthouse and just signing with justice of the peace, and we sign the papers right there. I ain't trying to have no big
video I saw the other
big celebration.
The video I saw the other day where the girl was like, when we go to be married, we've been engaged 14 years. When you gonna actually make me my wife? When you ready to go to the courthouse? We ain't going to no courthouse. You gotta buy it ready for me. I gotta have it. I deserve to be a proper wife. You can be a proper wife going to the courthouse. The wedding you talking about costs $250,000 and I ain't paying that. Look here, you broke ass. And from what you can see of the room they're in, it's a nice house. He's like, you ain't had to worry about nothing for years. You talking about broke ass. How about I dump you? How about I break up with you right now? We see who's a broke ass then. When you all on your own, see who's broke then. I was like, damn. Like, just because I don't want to spend $250,000 and you gonna say that I'm broke? Nah. Like, there's a
Hey,
big
that's how I
difference.
feel, man. Yeah, man. Like I say, I'm not a. I mean, I'm a low key dude. I don't like doing big extravagant shit like that. So, like I say, I get a witness, me, her, a witness, go to the courthouse, sign papers right there. Bam. I ain't trying to
I'll
have all that
become
shit.
I'll become an ordained minister so I can do the so I can marry like marry y'all with my dick out.
If I'm a millionaire, I will
He
spend
just
two
ignored that
hundred
shit.
fifty thousand dollars on a wedding. If I'm a millionaire, sure, if that's all she wants to spend on it. But if I'm a me, nah, I ain't spending 250,000. I'll spend money because it's a wedding. A wedding's a wedding, but if the wedding's costing that much, I hope I hope her parents are rich and they spending money on it.
Well, technically, the parents of the bride, according to
Tradition.
tradition, the parents of the
Yeah.
bride are supposed to foot the bill on the wedding anyway.
Oh, according
Yeah.
to tradition,
Technically,
because people follow that so much nowadays.
well, you
Right.
heard that's why you heard me say technically first off anyway.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, y'all save money if I go and become ordained, and then I can marry off my dick out. Anyway, I'm just gonna get right to it. So this person is 25, female boyfriend, so he's 28.
What's the title of it? You know what the title
Well,
is.
this is off of when I typed in the best ones. So this is the bedroom equalizer.
Okay.
It's not am I the asshole for it because this is like on a special thing. My boyfriend likes to be called daddy in bed while we're being intimate. Where is this about to go? All right. I've obliged this request, but it's starting to creep me out, and I've decided I don't want to do it anymore. He is not happy with this and insists it has nothing to do with the connotation of the word. He just simply enjoys hearing me say it. Since he wasn't budging on the issue, I told him I'd like for him to call me grandma in bed as a compromise.
What?
He didn't like this option and said it was giving him visuals he would prefer not to have. Like, okay, join the fucking club.
What?
Anyway, the last time he tried to initiate intimacy with me, I started to refer to myself as grandma in the third person. Do you like when grandma does that, etc.? And
What?
he flew, all caps, flew off the handle. Said I ruined the mood, made him feel gross, and I was being ridiculous. I think I proved my point, but he thinks I'm being an asshole. So this dude needs to grow up. If she don't like, you might like being called daddy, but if she don't like it, and then she made the point.
Yeah.
Did she tell him?
let it rock.
She told him she didn't like it, right?
Right.
She
said
initially
it
said
makes it weird. It's weird. She don't
Yeah.
like
Okay. Okay.
She initially
Yeah,
said she initially was like, it creeps me out. I don't want to call you
Yeah.
daddy. But he was like, it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that it's got a daddy thing. I just like that word and whatever. So she said, grandma, he ain't like it. That is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
At least
he
to
needs
her.
to chill.
So yeah, he needs
needs
to
to
go
chill.
the fuck up. You already got a fucking
bro.
girl that like your ass. You get pussy on the regular. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I will
Right.
be honest though. The
You
times that
fucking the
I've
pussy
got,
up.
the times that I've gotten some ass, dude, I don't want to be called daddy. Seriously, I don't. I said my kitchen manager looked at me like, really, dude? But I was like, no. I said my philosophy is you had one father in your life and he wasn't me. So don't call me daddy. That shit weird to me, man.
Your dad shouldn't be fucking you either.
Thank
If
you.
he is, if he is, fuck him.
Like the times that I'm like when I'm
Not
fucking.
not in the literal sense.
Wait, what did you just say?
Not in the literal sense.
Wait,
Not in the literal sense.
wait.
Not in the literal sense.
Hold on.
Not in the literal sense.
I'm gonna take a page out
Oh
of
my
his book.
god, this motherfucker.
If he is fucking whoa.
Your daddy shouldn't be fucking you anyway, and if he is, fuck him.
There's so many things wrong with that statement.
Oh my god, not in the literal sense. God damn it, man. Shit.
But to sum it all up, no, I don't think that woman is an asshole.
No, she's not.
Because she just said, I don't like calling you that. And he insists on it. But then he wouldn't stop. And then you tried to basically make a comparison and flip it on him. And now he's getting all mad.
Right.
Bitch, get your old pussy pouting ass on. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Pussy popping. Pussy popping on a handstand.
Yeah, bound. Pussy. Anyway. On a handstand, on my American bandstand, somersaults,
Summer
cartwheels,
sauce, cold wheels, flips.
splits, just keep on dancing. He say, do those Chinese splits, slide down that whole pole, feel this big dick getting out of control. Yeah, anyway, Luda was a dude back in the day.
Who's this?
He was.
Pussy
Luda.
popping.
Who?
Pussy
Ludacris.
popping by Ludacris.
Oh, Ludacris. Okay.
So
Luda was the
Faded
shit
out
back
my,
when
then.
you said Ludacris, so I didn't know.
my bad. So my person is 24, female. Boyfriend is 28. So my boyfriend,
Read what's the title say? You gotta read the title, man.
the girlfriend who dared to menstruate.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna take us some weird way with this. I can already tell.
So my boyfriend is really protective over his furniture. Oh,
Yikes. Yikes. Yikes.
okay. So my boyfriend is really
Yikes.
protective over his furniture. I assume it's because they're white. This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all of the chairs and lounges. I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway. And makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period, my heaviest days. And then he even asked me about when was the last time I changed my tampon. I'm a grown woman who has had her period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change the tampon. I would motherfucking hope not. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about materialistic objects than me in the moment. I mean, I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. He acts like I'm just gushing like a waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday, and as expected, the sheets come out. I decided to put my foot down and take all the sheets off the furniture, which got my boyfriend irritated, to which I told him that he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box. He's saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean, and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know, am I the asshole? Y'all ready for this? This is going to be a weird ass take. In this particular situation, the dude is not an asshole for wanting to protect his shit, because if that's what he thinks, he's a fucking jackass for thinking that. But like we said with the woman with the ring, you can do whatever you want with your furniture. So he's acting in an asshole way, but it is his stuff.
Yeah.
He's acting in an
I see what
asshole
you're
way,
saying.
but it is his stuff. Now, I will say this woman might need to get out of, then again, I don't know what all they do, but they need to figure something out. Maybe she needs to get out of a relationship, or at least figure something out, because the dude needs to grow the fuck up.
Or just buy those old school plastic covers.
The old people used to put on their shit.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, because the thing that got me even
that
more
way there's
than,
on there all the time, and it don't matter what happens.
The thing that got me is not even just the whole sheets and everything, but you make her sleep in the guest bedroom?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What the fuck?
That is, man. What the fuck?
You make
No, you don't do that.
Bro, that's your girlfriend.
You don't do that. Right.
That's the part that fucked me up. That's the part that makes me be like, yo, maybe y'all need to figure something out with y'all relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say break up with him, because it ain't that. It shouldn't. You shouldn't go that extreme.
Hopefully, y'all can talk it out.
Talk it out. Talk it out.
But that's what I was saying. Like, in a weird way, I would say, just like the ring shit. If it's his furniture, he can do whatever he wants with his furniture. He is just an asshole for thinking that.
Yeah.
Not so much the doing, but the thinking is the asshole part, I believe.
Right. It's not what you say or how you do it. Or I mean, it's not what you say. It's how you say it or how you do it. Not what you say, not what you do.
Yeah, how you do
it. It's not what you say, not what you do, but how you say it and how you do it.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
So no, he's got a very assholish way of thinking. Like I said, the thing that fucked me up though was makes his girlfriend sleep in a guest bedroom. Good Lord.
That's fucked up.
Well, I understand if she over here just bleeding on everything, but according to the way she wrote the shit, she's like, I know how to fucking keep my body clean, so I'm making sure I don't do that. sleep in the same bed with your fucking girlfriend.
I mean,
Come
if you plan it on
bruh.
it being continuous, it's gonna happen anyway. One
Mhm.
day, like if y'all married and shit, so you might as well. Or maybe don't buy all white furniture.
I mean,
That
also
is
too, she's on her period. She don't want to play.
What was that from?
Remember that the crackhead that was with us?
Yeah, I was like, that's an inside joke. What was that from? Right.
It was some
Holy
crack. It was some
shit.
crack. Okay.
You gotta explain it. Ain't nobody gonna get this but me and you.
Nobody's gonna get it. So we were living in DC with our.
I was gonna say real quick, everybody, real quick, listening. That wasn't meant for anything except an inside joke. It didn't mean no extra shit by that. Don't read into it. Anyway,
Like,
go
he
ahead.
was literally about to explain it.
My bad.
Yeah. So we were living in DC with our dad from 2005 to 2009. So our dad does he's a contractor, so he does a lot of construction work and carpentry and shit like that. So it was this overhead door that he was working on. You know those security doors that come down like metal, and they like segmented, shit like that. You got to pull them down to like stop people from breaking into your place. So somebody broke into the place. Like I think they did like a smash and grab and just broke in. So our dad was trying to fix it, and he had us helping him out. Something, and there was a crackhead that I don't know why he was there. I think he was helping out. I think. Was he helping out, Jess? Was he?
Was this the dude that randomly did the push-ups?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be helping.
Yeah, I think he was helping.
I think he was supposed to be helping, or it was one of those things where it was like he said he was gonna help, but he wasn't really helping worth shit. They probably just like said, yeah, you can help just to shut him the fuck up. It might have been that.
Yeah. So
but he
just started saying
he was under the guise of help, quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was just doing like random. He was just doing like random crackhead things, like just like stupid shit. Like the radio. This is the time when Boondocks was on Cartoon Network. So the episode where a pimp named Slickback was on, they were talking about that coming on Cartoon Network that later on that week. And because you know the whole thing, you gotta say it, you gotta say the whole name. And so she's like, a pimp named Slickback. The crackhead kept
he did keep saying that shit.
Yeah, he kept saying, that's my name, a pimp named Slickback.
He did keep saying that shit. He did keep
that's my name, pimp named Slickback.
I forgot about this.
So I don't know what it was, but he just blurted out, I'm on my period, I don't want to play. I don't know what the fuck he said that for. That just reminded me of that shit. He just I'm on my period, I don't want to play.
He kept saying
he just kept on saying that.
I'm on my period, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I'm on my period now, I don't want to play. I'm on my period. I'm on my period, I don't want to play.
Yeah, so that just became an inside joke between me and Jazz. So we just
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but he kept saying, I'm on my period. Oh yeah. And there was one part.
Fucking crackhead.
There was one time where he's supposed to be helping do some shit, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta," and then randomly got down, did some push-ups.
Start doing push-ups. Yeah. We look at this nigga like, what the fuck? What the hell? Yeah, man. No. And he was what they call in DC an onk. They call him onks. They call crackhead onks.
Crackhead's a one.
Not an onk, an onk. Okay.
Onk. Yeah. ONK. That's what they call him.
It's like, man, little onk ass motherfucker. Yeah, they say shit like that.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Yeah. Why you fucking with the onks, bro? Yeah, they say
yeah. I don't know why he was there, man. I guess he was trying to help us out, but I don't know who the fuck found him or what, but he was there.
I forgot about the period and the fucking pimp named Slickback because like you said, my dad would always play the radio when he was working, and I remember that commercial. I remember that. And if he heard that, he just kept saying that shit. Pimp named Slickback. Pimp named Slickback. That's my name. That's my name. Pimp named Slickback. You know about a pimp named Slickback? I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I'll never forget that. So yeah, it just became an inside joke between us. So
I think that's a good note. Fuck the segue. I think that's a good note to go ahead and just simply segue with no slick shit. If you like to follow us on our respective, huh?
You don't want to play anymore?
Because I'm on my period. I don't know. Okay. If you like to
Stay off of
follow
my
us,
furniture.
Oh my god, man.
Obviously, the dude's the asshole, and I didn't say that earlier, but yeah.
Yes, he is. He is.
oh yeah, he very much is. If you would like to follow us on our respective socials, pause, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I was see if I got interrupted. If you'd like to follow us on our respective socials, you can go ahead and look me up. Anywhere you stream your music, look me up under the name Super Jazz, which is spelled SUPERJAZ. In 2021, I dropped my debut solo album, My Secret Identity. You may have to put in Super Jazz, my secret identity, since I'm not so famous yet. Also, if you would like
On
to,
Spotify.
Watch it anywhere you stream your music. Because it's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube Music, it's on Pandora, it's on anywhere you stream music.
It's not on Tidal.
Okay, yeah. Few people are on Tidal, goddammit. Also, if you would like to, you can find and follow me on Twitter under the name Super Jazz 2. So that would be Super Jazz number 2. And of course, you can go ahead and find me on Instagram under the name Forever Super Jazz. The word forever is spelled correctly. Hey, LP, where can they find you?
Oh, well, you know you can find me here every week, every Wednesday on the Whatever We Want podcast. You know that. You can also find me elsewhere on YouTube, on the YouTube channel Feo Grande. That's Feo Grande. I have a show on that channel called This Guy Hasn't Seen, and I do with a good friend of mine, another one of my best friends in the world, and a friend of the show, Bill Smith, called This Guy Hasn't Seen, where we trade movies back and forth and trade them. I believe this week we did Street Fighter 2, the animated movie from 1994.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the one with motherfucking Jean-Claude.
No, not Street Fighter the movie. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Well, what fucked me up real quick? Fucked me up is when they had Street Fighter the movie, the game.
The game. Street Fighter the movie, the game. Boy, that's a topic for another day. That's a broken ass fighting game.
Never played it.
It's you're not necessarily missing on them. You can look at clips and laugh at it. But
Ming-Na Wen, the woman who is the voice of Mulan, actually plays Chun-Li in that movie.
I did not know she was also the voice of Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. She's also from
Classic
Everything
movie.
Everywhere All at Once.
No, Ming-Na Wen, bro.
Is that not who's in this one?
You unintentionally
Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh.
You unintentional racist, you.
Unintentionally sounded racist.
Okay, Ming-Na Wen did something else that we covered on TGHS. No, on This Guy Hasn't Seen. Ming-Na Wen, I pretty was. No, we didn't cover that, no. But she did something else. She did something else.
But yeah, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. Okay.
Who did Crazy Rich Asians, Shang-Chi, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Super Cop, a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, she's done a lot of shit too. Bottom line is they're both legends. They're both legends.
They are both legends. Yes. I'm gonna take the shovel back.
I was just trying to say that she's a legend.
It's all good, dude. Go ahead. What do you say?
Bottom line is
they're both legends.
We covered things there. Speaking of Chun-Li, Chun-Li is in Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. That's a famous scene where she fights Vega that people remember from back in their youth. But yeah, so we got that. I also have a Twitter and a Twitch. That's Giotavi. That's Giotavi. Come on in, stop on by. And you got anything you want to tell the people where they can find you? Anything like that?
Yeah, usually when I'm on here, I say don't follow me because I don't want you to. Just leave me alone. But I say this time because I said last week, follow me. I have some. I guess Jazz says that my wrestling takes are crazy. So I guess if you want to see my wrestling takes on Twitter, follow me at Ibdude, IBDUDE. Yeah. I tweet about Dynamite. I tweet about AEW Dynamite mostly. Every now and then I tweet about Rampage, AEW Rampage, and sometimes I tweet about football.
But does it dude
but
acknowledge the tribal chief?
no,
Did you not hear what he said?
because
Pause for like 10 seconds.
the Royal Rumble just got me hooked on that storyline. So other than that, yeah, follow me for shit like that. Wrestling, well, AEW.
I mean, I mainly watch AEW nowadays, but
Yeah. I tweet about AEW mostly and football. Every now and then I tweet about WWE because I don't watch WWE that much because the shit is lame. And I don't care what you get mad at me for saying that. The shit is fucking lame.
Motherfucker, did y'all see when Roman walked out? And I know we winding down, but did y'all see when Roman walked out of Royal Rumble? Somebody had a big ass sign that said "Tribal Queef."
Queef. Yeah,
I was like, really?
they stuck that in there. Tribal.
Oh
Queef.
shit. Anyway, whether it be about am I the asshole or you the asshole, we're all assholes. We're all assholes. Hey, what are we gonna talk about next time, man?
The fact that we would have somehow made it to 100 episodes of whatever we want.
Is the next episode 100?
Yeah.
We got to figure something out. We ain't even talked. We ain't even talked about those shit we gonna do. We gotta figure something out, motherfucker. This is episode 100. We ain't got no ideas. Gonna be episode 100. What are we gonna do? Same thing we do every night. Try and get some viewers.
Try and get some views.
On that note,
shit.
yourself, everybody.
Adios. This.